It's
Okay, so I put a few things here, but I'll go straight to the point. So first and foremost, I'm gonna go do the transcript thing. So click it out, and then I will go to here. Now, look, I will put all these links in the description box so you can check it out for yourself. This whole presentation is very interesting. Like, I did not listen to everything because I didn't feel like it, but this one I listened, and I'm gonna listen to the rest and stuff like that when I feel like it, but not now. So 336, I'll start there. 336. So what is he saying? You can actually start a little bit higher. Problems with new technology. Okay, cool. Let me see. Here.
technological society such as ours, we can no longer afford to move into the future with our eyes tightly closed. We need to speculate in an open-eyed way about negative possibilities. But as I've said, it's no easy matter to know what sorts of problems a new technology will generate. To produce interesting and responsible answers require...
So he's talking in the 1989, sorry, yeah, 89, 89, 98, 90, sorry, it's Dutch, 1998. He's talking about, we don't know what type of problems this new technology will generate to produce an interesting, whatever he says right here, an interesting and responsible answer, okay? Requires, right? So he even translates the he knows how to type the but anyways, go on.
As knowledge,
the software knows how to type the
of the history of technology.
Knowledge of the history of technology. I'm telling you, go watch Mission Impossible 1996 and then start from there. I didn't do that because I hate that guy in 1996. I just hate his face. But the second one I started, and I didn't hate his face that much. I just don't like his eyes. He has this evil look. Like, if you watch this movie, I don't know, man. If you don't see an evil person in this dude, I don't know. I don't know. Some people like green, and other people be like, no, that's not a beautiful color. So one person might not see what the other person is seeing. So I'm not gonna knock you for that. Sometimes I like skinny chicks. People be looking at me like, look, I'm not talking about bone talks and harmony chicks. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about slim chicks. I just like it. Small tits and small booty. It don't matter to me. We got big booty, big chicks, big chicks, big butt chicks and stuff like that. So yeah, it doesn't matter. So some people might talk shit, and I have met a few like, oh, why you like those type of girls? Why you like what you like, sucker? Yeah, you're right. It makes sense. It does make sense.
And of technology's social effects, and of the principles governing technological change, all of which, I'm sorry to say, most Americans know little about. In fact, the average college-educated American cannot tell you, given a 1,000-year margin of error, when the phonetic alphabet was invented.
It's actually the Phoenician. He said phonetic. That's true, but they're talking about the Phoenician, as you can see here. And that is the Canaanites. This one. This is what he's talking about. Here, Proto-Semitic, and here comes the Phoenician. But the Phoenician is actually, it's not Phoenician, because the Moabites had the same thing too. So what now? Is it the Moabite alphabet? No. You can't even see it. Sorry. Well, maybe here. It says here Phoenician, but I can't see it. Excuse me. Oh, let me see here. Yeah, whatever. This one. No? Can't see it? Nah. Well, it says Phoenician there. It says Phoenician. Maybe I'll click on this one. I hope you can see it. It says Phoenician. Here is Proto-Sinaitic. Proto-Sinaitic. Well, proto means before, if I'm correct. Like prototype. Original, primitive, first, earliest. I wouldn't know about that. I do know that the Canaanites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou, than the Israelites, they had their own language. But those were the Canaanites. You had the Mizraimites also, where we was under, which was greater than the Canaanites. So, at that time specifically, at that specific time, Mizraim was greater than Canaan. So, they did not include. They're lying to you, man, because this is not no freaking Phoenician language, because you had Moabite stone. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You had here. They spell Yahweh or something like that. I don't know how they spell. Yeah, here. Look at it here. So it shows you right here that it says that it says Yah Ha Wa Ha. So this is the Moabite stone, right? So it says here Yah. What is it then? Oh, Ha Wa Ha. So how is this the Phoenician language if the Moabites also had it? And the Israelites had it too. So how is this the Phoenician? They want to give the credit to the Phoenicians. They want to give the credit. By the way, it's not no damn Phoenicians. They did not call themselves that. The Phoenicians called themselves Kenai, which is Canaanites, which is something like Kai. I forgot. But they are the ones from Tyre and Sidon. Sidon is the first son of Canaan. And the sister city to Sidon, by the way, the place where Sidon went, that place was called after him, which is called Sidon. And then you had Tyre, and then the prince of Tyrus, which is Tyrian, Tyrus, all that there. The Phoenicians called themselves Canaanites, Hanan, something like that. I forgot the Hebrew word, but they call themselves Canaanites. That's the point. Right. So, yeah.
Well, given a 500-year margin of error, when the printing press with movable type was invented, let alone say anything intelligible about the social and psychic effects.
That's it. You don't know nothing about the social and psychic effects of the technology. Oh, we know now that, what do they say? They have another word. Fame is a drug or something like that. The psychological mindset of being famous. Oh boy, they know now because they've done the studies. The average idiot that's trying to get famous doesn't know. You don't know how it is to wake up one day and see thousands of comments on the comment board trying to kill you. Thousands of comments on the comment board praising you for your looks or saying your titties are small. And then you want to go and hit the surgery thing, whatever they call it, the surgery desk or something like that. The surgery chair, or the table that you lie upon. I don't know what it's called. That thing. Now you want to go do that, because they tricked you. They made you. Look here. You have another Negroid. I hate this guy. Slim Third. Here. He got bullied. This is a woman, but he talks shit about Jake. That's why I don't like him. I don't like this guy. But anyway, he got bullied so bad. He's like a woman. If you bully him, he's going to do plastic surgery. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway, this guy that calls himself a thug cashes out on $4,500 electric wash. I can't even pronounce that word. That's how fancy it is for me. Rolls Royce. Wow. After fans troll him for buying Tesla truck. So, in order to prove himself, I'm gonna show you. You didn't show nobody. You showed me how weak you are. That's about that. But I'm not nobody. I'm not somebody. So it doesn't matter what I say. You know what I'm saying? But I'm laughing at you. I'm laughing at you though. But the psychic and so the mental effects, this what it has on the psyche, they say like a fame is a hell of a drug, but I'm not looking for that. You know, people that they say chasing cloud and you up in the clouds and stuff like that, which is hilariously funny for phrasing it like that. But they're basically trying to get that fame, and they'll do a lot of things for it. You know, something with fame is a hell of a drug or something like that. You know, Rick James said Rick James, but he said cocaine is a hell of a drug. Yeah, I'm talking a lot, not pulling out scriptures, but this video is more about explaining what Esau is doing. So I'm gonna pull a few scriptures. I got a few here. No, actually, I got it here. Yeah. So at the end, I'm gonna get them scriptures, right? So if you may be wondering, like, hey, you're talking a lot. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry about that. So the psyche effect that the social media has, or this technology, what it has, they didn't know because they didn't experiment it on you yet, right?
Of these inventions. Well, we'll probably need to do something about that.
You need to go to study, and you've been studying because I see what you've been doing. And he killed himself, by the way. He probably didn't kill himself. Probably didn't unkill himself. But yeah, okay. Fame is like a drug, addictive and dangerous. Yes, it is. Yeah. Bigger fame, since fame is a bigger drug than cocaine and heroin. You're right. Yeah, you're right. And it's as much as dangerous too, but on another level. Fame, the most dangerous, not the most dangerous drugs, bro. So let me see. Can I store them? Fame it is a drug. The dark side of fame and what it does to the brain. You see, they've been studying. So let me go on.
In the years ahead.
Yeah. We are now in 2024, so you did that.
But it's not sufficient to reflect in a general way on the possible costs of technology. In order to give some focus to our reflections, we have to pose a fourth question.
Mm-hmm.
It's this: which people and what institutions might be most seriously harmed by a technological solution?
Governments, people. If the governments get their power, the people are done for. The movie that I just gave you example of, Mission Impossible, I forgot which one. Sorry. I'm really sorry. Just watch them all, and then you're going to figure it out. In one, I think it was the... In one, I think it was in this one. I think it was this one. In this one, you will find out that actually the bad guy is the good guy. This one, you will find out about who is trying to get that information, that entity that they're talking about in the movie. That entity that mapped out here it comes, mapped out everything in the whole world. That's in this movie. I'm telling you, it's there. Go watch it. Watch it. I did. You should too. I watched them all. I didn't like this one. I tried. I tried, but in the middle of the movie, I stopped it. I just went to go make a video or something like that, to get my mind off of this guy's face. But since here, I don't hate him no more. I distrust his eyes. I don't like his eyes. I'll tell you that. He has these evil eyes. But anyway, that's just a personal thing, man.
Now this was...
He's a great actor, though. He's a great actor. Well, in that movie, he's good. I'm not going to watch other movies of him because I'm not that stupid. Because just because I like you in this movie, though, I don't like you. So But I actually went against myself. I was like, nah, I need to watch it. Maybe I'm going to learn something. And I did. I did learn something. So it's good that I watched it. I like it. I like the fact that I watched it. I even not fought against myself, but I tried not to hate because I'm gonna give you an example. It's not just Edomites, man. It's a personal thing because here. Let me see something. Okay, cast. I'll tell you what. Of course, I'm not dissing him. That's my brother, man. It's a Jacob descendants. That's what I mean with my brother. I don't mean brother as in he follows the Lord. No, Jacob descendants. I'm already good. Where's the other Latin brother? Jacob descendants. I'm already good. You know what I'm saying? I'm already good. Anyway, I didn't hate him. I actually like this guy. I liked this guy back in the days. I like this Leon dude. I know him from the movie Leon with that little pedophile thing that he was going on in that movie over there. Still hate him. I like this guy with his beard more. He looks more manly with his beard. When I saw him in the first movie, he looked like a child. And then in the second one, not in the second, episode 2 or Mission Impossible 2. No, in the other one. Just watch them and you will see. I like this guy here. Yeah, I don't hate this guy. I don't hate this guy. I didn't hate this guy even though he's a murderer. You see, the thing is, I don't hate these people on sight. I never really hated him on sight neither. You know, I didn't like him, but not hate him. I did not hate him. This guy I like. I really like this guy actually. You know what I'm saying? He's dope. He's dope. So that already shows you, like, listen, it's just him, man. It's just this guy's face. But now not anymore. I don't hate him anymore. I used to. I don't hate this guy. I like this guy, by the way. This guy I like this guy very much. I've seen him in very many movies. That's not a sentence, right? I've seen him in I've seen him in many movies, you know. I've seen him in movies. I've seen him in many movies. I like this guy. So it's not about that. Of course, I like I like her. Where is she? Her, Angela Bassett and stuff like that. I even know their names. Some of them I know their names, bro. I think this is Henry. I just know him as Superman, so that's good. This is my brother right here. Shane. It's my brother right here. I mean, like, slave descendants. Is a tear baby, but I don't hate her. So anyway, so it's not about that. You know what I'm saying? It's not about that. It's just about his face. I don't like him. So this one I had a hard time watching. Not a hard time, but I watched it, man. I watched it. So
the question, by the way, that gave rise to the Luddite movement in England during the years 1811 to 1818.
Wait, let me see something.
The people we call Luddites were skilled manual workers in the garment industry at the time when mechanization was taking command and the factory system was being put into place. They knew perfectly well what advantages mechanism would bring to most people.
Okay, I was trying to find actually the part where he was talking about that, the prophets and stuff like that back in the days and all that. He was talking about prophets. I was like, yeah, that's good. But you need to watch the whole thing in its entirety. I didn't watch that, and I will, Lord willing, but not now. So let me go on further. But I'll leave the link in the description box so you can check it out for yourself, because it comes from, I think, this website. I don't, maybe here. You know what? I'll just do this then. Pro free speech. Cool. Just do this. Watch this. Okay? I haven't watched the others. I might learn something. I don't know. David Harvey. I don't know what I will learn. I don't know. I think I know his face. But this one is very good. This one is very good. This one. I haven't watched everything, but I watched 3 a little bit. And I think I watched 5 also a little bit. But I will start at 1 and then I'll do everything. But yeah, so the point what he's saying is that you don't know what the hell this thing is going to do with you, the technology, and what type of effect it has on society and all these type of things and stuff like that. And they now know because they smart like that, right? They're devils. So it says here, the CIA venture capital arm, and which was eventually rolled into Google Maps. So now that's why they need you now to further their maps. Just as I gave an example here, certain places you can't go because the Google car cannot go to these places and stuff like that. But then they can use you. That's why they ask people, yeah, can you document like what do you have here, pictures and all that type of stuff? Can you do this and do that? And then the software can put everything together, because that's what the software was created for to do. Programmed for to do. Feel safe yet? No, sorry. So yes, the Pokemon game currently taking the internet by storm and scooping up all their data, including activities, movements, and communication, was created by a CIA-linked businessman who gestated his company at Google. Feeling safe yet? As it turns out, the big bad brother spies of the NSA and DHS and the CIA don't really need their Patriot Act powers after all, because they're smarter than that. They can work around it. That is what the Edomite does. That's why Bush even was quoted saying, it's just a goddamn piece of paper. Why? They don't believe in the paper that is something written upon. Same thing with the birthright. He don't believe in that. He don't believe in that. That's not what he does. He makes up his own little world, you know? He don't believe in that. You know, you can write everything down. He can write everything down what he wants. He just still don't believe in it. Right. Don't really need the Patriot Act. All the powers that shouldn't be need to do all the powers that shouldn't be need to do is create a fun, shiny trinket for people to play with, and they will literally pay for their own surveillance. Yeah, surveillance. Yeah, because you had to pay for that thing. That's like me working at a job that's supposed to pay, and I know it's a job that they really need me like that. You know what I'm saying? They really need me, and they pay, and you pay them instead of them paying you like an abnormal amount salary, like 6,000, 10,000 euros a month or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And instead of that, you pay them. If I think about these devils sometimes, I'm telling you, man, they're so funny to me. They're funny people. They're funny. They're funny. They're really funny people. Like, damn, these goddamn devils are funny. They're really funny. When I see this, I'm laughing. I'm actually literally, I see this Amalekite looking all angry.
Here it is right here. By clicking agree, you are also acknowledging that Apple may sew your mouth to the butthole of another iTunes user.
This is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. They're screwing you over. I could say it worse, they're fucking you. But that's what they're doing, man. This is exactly what they're doing. They're scamming people, you know, and he just found out recently after years of promoting this thing. By the way, if I remember it, I'll put the link in the description box. Not this one, the original one, the honey scam, the one that got this one. Install honey, go do it. Scam. Oh shit, scam. This one. I'll put the link in the description box so you can check it out for yourself. But you will see, man, these Edomites, these elites of Esau. Wow. Micah chapter 2 verse 1, Psalms 36. Hey man, they are really, really, Psalm 64. They are Psalm 73. They're goddamn devils, man. Honey scam got sued? Really? They got sued? Lawsuit? Oh shit. You see, this is how the Edomites are fighting within each other, because these are the elite Edomites that are scamming billions of dollars out of people, man. Billions, man. Because it was estimated that it was billions, man. Billions of dollars they were scamming out of people. And this guy, he actually was the only one that actually didn't do it. I saw that. He didn't do it. I saw the thing that he did. He was like, I don't trust these people. Free. And I remember somebody else. It wasn't him, but somebody else said, you know that when white people say free, right? It means you're the product, right? You do know that, right? It's like signing up to a dating website and they say registration is free. All you need to do is just register for free. That's Esau. You know what I'm saying? He's lying to you right there. Every registration is free that I know of on the internet. That I know of. Let me see. Unless you're trying to join an idiot like Andrew Tate Club, where you need to pay for what, the 10,000 or something like that to join his club for him to just yell at you. And people do it, but who is his audience? Edomite boys. That's why he's so racist against the Muslim people, the Arabs in India, the people in India, against him there. That's why you have people like an That's why you have people like, where is it? Like him responding to him. Let me see. You know, people questioning him like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? Let me see. Racist. What's up? He's trying to kick them out of their Andrew, I think this one. Yeah, this one. Andrew Tate racist slurs and inciting UK riots. Who is he fighting for? He's fighting for the KKK guy in England. Because he wants England to be a Caucasus land. He wants English to be white. And these Arabs are warning him like, yo, you talking shit, what? You know what I'm saying? Don't be talking shit. Yeah. Don't think he's part of me. He ain't part of me. He's part of you. Go protect him. But he's quoting things and retweeting things of known, basically KKK members in England. And I did also a video exposing that member. He's actually sponsored by Amalek. I'm telling you. I'm not making... This is the type of things that Andrew Tate be posting. Typical man from Cardiff, trying to get the pounds and also coming as a rapist and as a refugee and stuff like that. And these are the shit that he be posting and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But yo, fuck these people. But my point is, he's fighting for Esau. That I don't like this guy. He's fighting for Esau. And he's also he's representing him. He's requoting him. This guy. Here, he's requoting him, and he's set up by Amalek. I did a video on that. A lot of people did videos on that, by the way. I'm not the only one. He says it right here.
Because I'll probably start at the end of the session. If there was a war,
if there was a war and it kicked off,
I would be there on the front line fighting for Israel.
He had to swallow his shit. Check. Listen carefully. He knows he can say it because he's a KKK type member in England. Something with Tommy or something like that. Yeah, Tommy Robinson. When he goes to certain parts in England, he gets attacked. These Arabs, these Islam, sorry, not Arabs only. You have these East Indians, these Elam, and also, of course, Ishmael. They're not taking that shit, boy. Now I'm saying he coming up around. Let me see. Oliver. Eat something with Oliver. Somebody went there. I don't know anymore who went there, but I was laughing. I was very happy that he's scared to go into his own hometown, and he's talking about everybody here left, all the whites left. Why? Because them East Indians, Pakistan and stuff like that, and of course the Ishmaelites, they're all bounded together. It's literally the second Ezra 16 or 15 that says that the Carmanians, which is Elam, and the dragons of Arabia, which is Ishmael, will come together and will beat the fucking shit out you Edomites, man. And they're gonna win, and you cowards are gonna run. And I'm laughing at that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not their friend. Don't think I'm with them. Okay, I'm a slave descendant. I know they hate me too, but they hate you too. That's the fun part. I laugh at that part. You know, I could just walk there for free. I don't think they ain't gonna harm me. They're gonna harm you on site, dumping on you. You know, even Floyd Mayweather went over there trying to support Amalek. Oh yeah, he got attacked. You house niggas, you know, what are you doing there? Who are you? You going over there trying to support how you call it, Amalek? Oh, not in that neighborhood. You need to go to the Caucasus neighborhoods, my man. You know what I'm saying? Don't go there and trying to support the Amalek. You know, don't do that. Don't do that. It's not that smart. Not that smart. F these people, but F you too. You know what I'm saying? You wanna stick up for Esau? Yeah, you deserve what you get. But Tommy Robinson, far right terror. Tommy Robinson.
I am.
In his hometown. Here, there's another one. Here's another one. Here another one. Throw some stuff. This one is funny. this one is funny. This one is fine. I'm not gonna play it. It's on YouTube. You can watch it for yourself. I'm not even gonna put it in the description box. This one is another one. Slapped in his own hometown, and he was explaining that how he had to get up out his own hometown because they're gonna kill him. They're gonna kill him. And that's what Esau is afraid. Esau's afraid. The more of those people from Pakistan and also from Arabian countries and stuff like that, the more of them go there, the scarier they are. They're scared. Oh boy, it's gonna be fun. It's how his hometown changed so rapidly. Who put them there? Who put them there? No, maybe it was the Ninja Turtles. Oh shit. It must have been Shredder. I knew it. I knew it was Shredder. No, it wasn't the Turtles. No, but Turtles is the good guy. I think it was the Turtles. I think it was Shredder. Nope. You know what? I think it was Spider-Man. I think he did it. You know, he's trying to set him up. And all that. Yeah, that's the fun part. But it's all beautiful. You know? Anything goes. Anything goes, which is beautiful. This is what's happening to them. This is only the beginning. Second Ezra, chapter 15 or chapter 16, one of those two. It's beautifully playing out slowly but surely. I'm already glorifying it, so I know the future. So I'm already laughing right now. I'm pre-laughing. Just like how Esau is pre-planning things, going back to 1996, making these entity type movies, and nowadays he's actually busy with it. I'm like, yeah, the time is speeding up, which is beautiful. So let me go on. Enough talking. Let me go on. So it says here, as it turned out, the big bad brother spy of the NSA, all the powers. So it says, okay. Welcome to the matrix economy, where people pay to spy on themselves. Where people pay for them to be able to spy on you. So that's what they're doing. And have fun doing it. I just gave you this video here. What are they doing?
They can see far. We will teach them that poisons are good, with fun images and musical tones.
We will teach them that poisons are good, with fun images and musical tones. That's what they're doing. This one is showing you that they're doing it with music, with drugs and computer games. This is the computer game. That's just one. And there's plenty others. See, me, I don't know what they're doing when they're playing video games, but I learn. I don't know if I can teach you that, but the point is, where do you think I learned how to actually write English? I didn't go to school like that, bro. I actually learned from reading games, like playing games and reading what it says. That's how I learned how to write English better. I didn't know how to write English. I learned it from there. I know how to understand English because I watch television. And in Suriname, when I was there growing up, you didn't have subtitles. It didn't exist. So, as a child, you just look at the screen and understand. I don't know how it worked. I just did. Just like how a child or even a dog can understand Chinese. If you put I know they eat dogs over there, but if you tell the dog, Chinese is one of the languages that a lot of people don't speak, so that's why I say Chinese. But if you speak any language to a dog, like roll over, give me a paw, play dead, the dog is going to understand. Same thing with a child. Eventually, the child is going to understand and know what you're saying. Well, that happened to me. And then I didn't know how to spell it or write it. Still have trouble nowadays, by the way. Certain things I have never seen, so I don't know how to pronounce it. I have never heard it either, so I don't know how to pronounce it. So that's another thing. But if you as a child you hear something, you can understand it. The Heavenly Father created it like that, so I don't know how to explain that. But this guy, right, is talking about dumb stuff like the drugs and stuff. I already talked about that. Never summon a power you can't control. Do you think, that these Edomites, are going? Watch the movie The Mission Impossible, the last one, not the final one, because that's not out yet. It's going to come out this year. But watch the one before that. It's going to talk about the entity thing, and then you're going to see that the government and the military and the governments and stuff like that, all fighting in a race to get that thing, to get power over that thing, so that they have power over the people. And what does this Edomite tell you? Never summon a power you can't control. He's talking about summoning a power. Okay, so what is Elon Musk? They're all connected. Everything here is connected. Everything is connected. As you can clearly see here. I put it somewhere here. Sorry, I know I did. I know I did actually. Here. Elon Musk calls his AI Daemon. I think he said Daemon. He didn't say demon. I don't know if he... I need to go listen again what he says. Let me see. It's specifically what he says. Let me see. Literally, sorry, what he says.
And a warning from Tesla Motors CEO Elon Musk.
God damn, I hate your voice, bro. Fucking devil bitch. Shut up.
Might seem.
With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon.
Oh, he called it a demon. Okay, cool. I thought he said demon. But anyway, it's good. They're lying to you, okay? But I gave you scenarios of what they're doing. This is a criminal's brain in a cop's body. The authority figure figure. What they want to make come over as the one that's the good guy. They model their good guys after a bunch of fucking psychopaths. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. And they did the same thing here with the movie here. They're showing you what they're doing. So don't be surprised if this thing so-called backfire. The thing is not, it's not them. It's not the thing, okay? If I program the thing to be a certain way, the thing is going to stay a certain way because it's a program. It can't think. That's why they need to train it, okay? Just like how you train a baby. And also the same thing in the the movie of Resident Evil. You see, if you watch the movie, you will see that, oh, they're training the thing. They're training, they teach it, they learn it. Look, they also had this thing. What's it again? children. Children's brain. So, check this out. What does a child do? A child can understand a language like that. You don't have to teach the child like, this means this, and this means this. No. Just talk to the child and the child will understand. Eventually, they're going to figure it out. Just simple. That's how children work. The Heavenly Father created it like that. So, what do? They strap on these, let me see, find a picture? No, let me see on, I saw this in the movies too. I don't know which movies again, but I saw it. You have these wires, right? So, yeah, okay, this one. You have these wires that they put on children. They have this put on children. I can't find the image. I want to find the image because I saw a documentary on YouTube. Yeah, sorry, I didn't download it, but I remembered it. These type of things. They did this with children, but it was like an experiment. Let me see. On children. They did it. They didn't open up their brain, but they used the children to teach the AI how children think. That's dangerous. Did you understand what I just said? That is dangerous. Why? Because a child can understand a language just like that. Just talk to them. They will know eventually. Like, eh? Okay, so if you take that type of technology with the brain waves and frequencies that Esau works with, because he's physical, so he's going to model the brain of a child and then make the computer think like a child. I see the danger in that one, man. I actually see it. But it's going to be fun because we're going to have that spiritual power, and then we're going to be able to fight against those robots or whatever. I think because those are the things that Esau is going to send on people to kill them, and it's going to be fun. Because what are you going to do? You're going to fight a robot? You're going to fight a robot? You're not going to fight a robot, man. I don't want to say must. Brains connected to children. That's what I want. Because like I said, I saw the documentary where they had this strapped on to children while they were doing studies. They was doing these type of things. But children. They had the hat on. Here you go. Here you go. Is that a child? ResearchGate. Is that a child? I think it's a child, yeah. A child mentally navigating a surface robot by the proposed low-level intelligent control to avoid robot obstacles. But I want more, because I know that I saw a document here towards brain robot and physical here. Okay. You think, oh, this is a great thing. Like, wow, you got the kid, they go to schools and then they play little tests with these games. And then they make the children do things, and then they put a strap thing on their head and make the children think. Stuff like that. But they also come with things like we're going to be making the children able to, not be like this, so-called, sick children, mentally sick and physically sick and stuff like that. So they do that too. But they do the other way. Wait. Right. So, going on. So, I am this thing, and then they put it on children. I am so sorry. I don't have the footage. I know I saw it. And the reason why I also remembered it is because they went to Jake schools. They had little Jake girls doing that. And I got offended at it. Because I'm like, our people are the greatest in existence of existence itself. So they're going to learn They're gonna learn more. That's why that's why you have movies like Get Out, because they're trying to get your body. They know better. They know better about us. Let me see. Melanin. More worth than gold per gram. It says at the rate melanin is worth $390 a gram, and gold per gram price is what? 81.50 euro. Right, 81 euros basically. This is 395 for 300. I don't know how many euros this is. I don't know. I think it may be like 380 or something, 370. I don't know. So okay. Melanin is worth estimated 400 euros a gram, while gold is about $98, which is 80 euros, something like that. Okay, so now you have melanotan injections. What does it do? It makes you darker. Like this pale guy, he turns red, and then he's still red to me, but to them they're dark. And then you have this here, you know. Then you have this here. No, sorry, I clicked the wrong one. You have this here, this female here. She's from Ireland. So I'm thinking to myself, like, I kind of think what she is. I think she's a Jake, but still she uses this, because I saw this. A couple addicted to tanning injections. Where do you get that injection from? How did you get that? What is it? Where did you get that melanin from? Huh? How did this guy get this dark? He's on Panama. He wasn't in Panama, right? So how are they getting this? Is another girl. I think this one was Irish too. I think I looked. It's the same girl. It's the same girl. I looked it up. If you was to basically do this, you would think it was a light dark skin female. That's what you would think. And then you look at her face, you'd be like, huh? Of course she did her lips and all that type of stuff there. She did her lips, and you know, because women are the first one to just lose the race thing, the patriotic race type of mentality. They're the first one to lose it. Let me see. Another couple here, also on the same show. What did she do? She turned herself into a so-called black woman. Look at that dark skin, and that's not fake. Well, it's fake, but I mean, it's not a color put on, and that's what I mean with the fake. It's some crazy shit. That's what it is. But she can get darker, and I'm trying to look. This is what I'm looking for. You see? Oh, okay, this one. Oh man, shit. Anyway, she was real pale. Here you can see her pale, and then you have here. Of course, she gets darker by week 4. She started. So the more that she actually keeps on doing, the darker she became. And she was talking about that her eye became a little bit darker, and also what was it? She had like already brown eyes, but she was explaining something. This is a long time ago that I saw this, by the way. Let me see, Martin the Big. It's about 5 years ago. No, it's actually 7 years ago. I saw this a while, and she's from Germany, by the way. She's from Germany, so. But I saw this, and she was talking about that something with her hair and something with her. I don't know anymore, man. So I don't want to say something. I already said it, but I'm not sure. But she said that something in her is actually getting darker. I forgot what she said. But these are the things that they're doing, and you should ask yourself, where do they get that melanin from? What the hell? Over 100,000 women went missing in 2020. That's just 1 year. Almost 100,000 vanished without a trace. Nobody. No, ain't nobody seen it. They're gone. Nobody talking about them anymore. You have here, let me see, them missing. Thousands of them just missing. Hundreds of thousands of them just missing. Not just killed, missing. Yeah? Killed is another way. You know where they are. I mean, you know what happened to them. That's what I mean, you know? So, yeah. You know what happened to them. But, well, it's not 100,000, but I know it's in the hundreds of thousands. They just go missing every year. And they got melanin too. And also, when the women come from South America, when they run to America, trying to get that better life or so, something like that, they end up missing too. Yeah. They end up missing. And then you ask yourself, like, what's going on? What's going on is that, what's going on is that they're doing stuff. That's what they're doing. How can like 100,000 women just go missing in 1 year and nobody be looking for them? And it's just one. There's nothing compared to what they got. A whole track of just melanated women and stuff like that. Here you have the Latino women. Here you have another so-called lighter brown skinned women and stuff like that. So it's not just the so-called Negroes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You got the so-called Latinos being missing too. You got the Native Americans being missing. You know? So you got all that going on, and everybody focusing on P. Diddy. Let that sink in. Going on. So yeah, that's a little bit of that. But I'm gonna end it up with a few things here. Let me see. Oh yeah, this devil. So this devil said, "Never summon a power you can't control." Do you think that Elon Musk is talking about? We need to be scared of the AI thing. No, man. These people been conjuring up devils, and they ain't afraid of them. They're the only nation in existence on the planet, on the planet Earth, that actively go out there trying to see ghosts and trying to talk. Obadiah chapter 1 verse 18 is not written for nothing. So anyway, this guy, so I looked up this thing. I clicked on this thing, and you know what came to mind? This came to mind. This. And I thought to myself, like, I know it doesn't surprise me, man. You know, this does not surprise me at all, whatsoever. When I saw this, the first thing that came to mind is Aleister Crowley. That's what came to mind. That's what came to mind. And this thing is actually seen here in a movie called The Dunwich Horror 1970. I did not see this movie, and I'm not going to see this movie. I don't want to. I already see some devil shit here. I don't feel like watching this movie. You can watch it if you want to, because I saw the covering and I saw... Sometimes I watch these movies, but I don't feel like watching this movie. Maybe I'll watch the movie in the future. But anyway, when I looked at this guy's face, I thought to myself, I think I know this actor. I think I know him, right? He has these dumps in his face, like how Native Americans have dumps in their face and stuff like that, holes in their faces. And then I started to remember. Not just remember. I often thought about what is this obsession with these Caucasus people, these Edomites, with the octopus thing. What the hell is going on with these people? With the Cthulhu, you also have in the South Park, all over the place you have this Cthulhu thing going on, and this, I'm thinking like this is the devil that they worship. Also the Kraken, which is actually Godzilla, but they make it as if it was a octopus. Well, if you check out the history, then you will see what they called him. This is him. That's him. And he wrapped his tentacles all over the world. And what does he have in his submission? No? I wanted to say a word, but I what does he have in his tentacles? He wraps the whole world under his... what does he have under his tentacles? Something like that I wanted to say. But anyway, it's the same thing. What does he have under his tentacles? The oil has the housing. He has, of course, the oil. He has the landmarks. He has everything. He has the transportation, which is the trains. So he has the goods. He has the people in lockdown. Here, this is better. He has the housing. He has the banks. He has everything. Why doesn't this get bigger? Ooh, this is not there. Okay. He controls the people. He controls the White House. He controls any governments, lands. He controls everything and anything that you can possibly imagine. So every time you see an octopus, because they say that if you chop one tentacle off, another one will grow in its stead, even two. That's talking about the Rothschilds. They got their little witchcraft pots and stuff like that. They got everything on lockdown. Their tentacles cover the world. The tentacles cover the world. That's them. And they're also the snakes. You know, because it's slippery like a snake. But it's talking about them. It's talking about John D. Rockefeller. He was the oil baron and called the octopus because he had all these things and he had tentacles all over the world. It's talking about him. Yeah. So, what does this represent? It goes into Cthulhu goes into basically, he also is it, but it goes into some kind of devil worship that is an octopus type thing that controls the whole world. But John D. Rockefeller was also called the octopus. So every time you see an octopus in a movie, you should think of him also, and one of their gods too, which is, if it gives horns, the lower nature animals, stuff like that, are made of thumbs. Whoa, wait. The hidden palm. So what does this thing mean? Sorry, this thing. It goes into the. Wow, where did I put this thing? You saw this gesture in the movie, so I clicked the hand sign in the movie. This goes into the devil shit, and then you can see them snake-type tentacles again. The dragon, also a dragon, also a octopus, also a snake. Which a dragon and a snake are actually dragons. A snake is a dragon. It's a reptile, and the octopus is something that has tentacles. And what do? They often boast about how intelligent the octopus is. Why are you boasting about that? And because they're looking toward one of their gods. That's why they always boast greatly about the octopus and stuff like that. Because they're also looking at him. And yes, the octopus is intelligent. And also the owl is also intelligent because it can see in the dark. That's why, so symbolically, an owl can see in the dark, and therefore you can't fool it in the dark. The world is surrounded by darkness, but they that are in darkness see in the light. Live in the light, because the light of the darkness, by the way, because they are illuminated. They're the Illuminati. That's why they worship Satan, because he brought fire to them. That's what they mean with the caveman. He discovered fire. He discovered Satan. That's their light. Lucifer in the Dutch is this thing. There was a group that, but this is a match. Aanmaak Lucifer. That's the Dutch word for matches. Lucifers. I'm not making this up. This is Lucifer. When you light a match in the Dutch, like when you buy a match, can I have a Lucifer? When you buy it, I want that Lucifer over there. Basically what you're saying. So that's how the caveman discovered fire. He discovered Lucifer. That's what they mean with it. Because they're lying to you. They have snake tongues. And they do always symbolic type things. So I think I'm done. That's the fake AI thing going on. And let me see. Yeah, so yeah, this is the place that I was trying to show you about the oh yeah, I don't need this. 1 billion. Yeah, they're lying to you, because you know they don't know how many people are on the earth. As you can see here, for example, in 1960 they say 300,000 people were in Suriname. It's not 300,000, I'm just rounding it off. So 60 years later they say the Suriname grew only with 300,000 people. Can you imagine that, man? Do you know how much they love having children there? But that's why he makes it so hard to feed yourself, because he's making everything so expensive, so they can't make families of 15 people no more. So I did notice that. But in the Netherlands, they say that in the 1960s there were 11 million, 12 million or something like that, and then 60 years later it was basically 18 million. So they went from 12 million to 18 million. You can say, I'll round it off. That's bullshit. They can't even get a lot of children. They see it as weak as hell. And how big is Suriname compared to the Netherlands? 41,000 square, and Suriname is 163,000 square. So you think they got more people here than in Suriname? They're lying to you. The DNA thing is all fake. Nothing of Esau is accurate because they playing games with you. Yeah. Here. No, it's too long.
What became the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy. She was in an auditorium of like 75,000 people or something, and she announced that she just had the test and that she was Zulu. So it broke on CNN. I was sitting in my living room minding my own business and said, Oprah Winfrey's a Zulu. So I called Rick Kittles, and I said, Rick, did you tell Oprah she was a Zulu? He goes, no, man, she made that up herself. It's a true story. I would lie to make you laugh, but I'm telling you a true story. So I said, Rick, are you in your lab? He said, yeah. I said, is anybody there? He said, no. I said, when the results come in, make her a Zulu, man. You know? I said, you back there making it up anyway. I said, you back there making it up anyway. What, are you crazy? Anybody believe you could take some spit and figure out a tribe? What?
Anybody? Yes, they do. They do believe, because they're stupid like that, you know? Anybody believe you can take some spit and figure out a tribe? Have you ever heard of a John Doe, motherfucker? Have you ever heard of a fucking John Doe or a Jane Doe? Huh? They don't know. They don't know. They don't even have the DNA of the people in America. How can they have the DNA in people of those lands where they don't even take DNA shots from these people? What are you doing to yourself? They're lying to you. but okay, this is the last. I have to go actually because the store is going to close. Let me see something. Check. Google is not going to show. Oh, it does. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. I'm telling you, I actually did this often and it didn't work. But now it does. Wow. Okay. Let me see something here. So if I go here, it's going to be better. Natural news here. It's going to be a little bit better. When you do see, pop up in the first one. That's what I want. I don't do Google searches. If you do Google searches, you're not gonna find all these things. They are to be found on Google, but it's not gonna pop up. You need to find it on another search engine, and then you go to Google. You know, if you want to make a video or something like that, because they think I'm using Google. Anyway, man sends lizard saliva to 23andMe. Now I told you what I'm doing. See, I'm not hiding it from you. A man sends lizard saliva to 23andMe for DNA testing, exposing total fraud of company's claims of human ancestry. He said that the lizard was like something Jewish. He taped himself doing it, so that's funny. And then he put it on the how you call that thing again? In the mail. He put it in the mail. You can watch this video for yourself.
Wanted to see what would happen if I sent my pet.
He just fucking around. Edomites. This funny thing. The thing said that he was what the 48% and the West Indian Asian, and 51% Ashkenazi Amalekite. Actually, Japhetic Amalek. That don't make no sense. Japhetic Shemite. That don't make no sense. Anyway, it's Amalek. That's what they said. And it's a few more because he was talking here, this one here, and this one. West Asian, North African. He didn't put the North African here because they're devils. But in the video, it shows it. So that's why you gotta watch out with these writers also, because that's not the truth. That's not the truth. It says right here, Western Asian and Northern African. You didn't put that there. Anyway, it's here. So I don't think he was trying to cover it. He just did a terrible job duplicating what he, if I say blue and then I tell someone and that person goes says light blue and then before you know it is orange when it hits the ears person of the ears of a person number 5 or something like that. It's all of a sudden it's orange or another color. But I show you this because they're lying to you concerning what they're doing and what they're just liars. They're just liars. They're lying to you in your face, and a lot of people just gobble that thing up. I took 5 DNA tests and compared them all. Probably shit. Because if it was the truth, it would all be the same. If it was the truth, they would find the John Doe. Princess Doe, I remember that one. It was a Jade girl that got murdered by her mother's boyfriend, if I'm correct. Or it was her father, something like that. Yeah. Anyway, it was a Jade girl, so. Yeah, and this was her. Well, that's not her. Precious Jane, though. It was a Jade girl. Princess? I didn't type princess. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. This was sorry. I actually read Precious. Yeah, I'm not that good. Sorry about that. This is the motherfucker. Precious Doe. They couldn't find her DNA. They couldn't because it's not in their data system. So how can they find something in countries that they don't do DNA testing? They're lying to you. But you're dumb enough to believe it. And I'm not talking about the people that know. I'm talking about the people that, that I'm talking about. I'm talking about them. But anyway, fuck Andrew Tate. This is his friend. This is his supporter. And I don't like people like that. And this is what I wish for Edomites. Get their ass whooped. Second Ezra, chapter 15 and or chapter 16, one of those two. I actually have this even more, but I need to go, so I'm gonna pause the video right now and continue later because the store is gonna close and I need to go buy the food and stuff like that. But this will show you that all the key thing here, as I was talking about it here, the key, where is it again? Here, Intel Q, and the other one, key Intel, sorry. Keyhole. Which is here. They're the same. It's like some agency and stuff like that. They're doing it. And they are U.S. military and intelligence agencies. That's what they are. And that's what you can find in the movie of the Mission Impossible. You can find that there. I have more here, so I can't do that right now. I have to go. So I'm not gonna. Well, it's gonna go play on further anyway. So but I gotta go.